Alright, welcome back. This is the second video, same as before, testing out DPS specs. So this video is going to be the Blood DPS Spec, which is apparently a meme spec, so we're gonna try it out. Reset the damage meter here. The spec for Blood is always the same for DPS, there's no variation here. And I've gone with the Frost subspec to get the attack speed, which I think would scale better than this stuff at this patch, and with Annihilation. So yeah, that's the spec. Frost subspec and glyphs, using this to increase dancing rune weapons duration quite a bit. Death Strike. This increases Death Strike's damage, which we're going to be using to get the purple runes, the death runes, and then we're going to dump everything on Heartstrike. And then again, I'm using Glyph of Disease to simply make the rotation simpler, and I'm going to use it for every spec probably, just to keep it all even. Yeah. So, in terms of gear, everything is identical to the Frost, the previous video with the dual wield Frost, so I haven't changed any of the gear except the weapon. So obviously we're going to use a two-hander. I tested the dual wield before and it was just significantly worse, so there's no reason to test it. Obviously for Blood you get this, which increases your two-hand damage, so yeah, you're using a two-hander. Fallen Crusader is the enchant, and I'm using this thing, which I think is really good. I'm an orc, so axes are even better for me. And again, I'll go over the gear here. It's tier 10 set, and Death Choice, and Deathbringer's Will. And then I'm just hit capped. There you go, hit capped and expertise capped, and then armor pen is the second stat. Okay, so this one we're going to try out. This time I'm going to start with Horn of Winter, so I have it. Again, you're in Blood Presence, and Blood's all about the opener, so hopefully I don't mess it up. I'm not an expert, but here we go. So, first things first, get these up, start dumping our runes, and then we're going to this, we're going to do that, we're going to do this, that, and now I've already messed up with it, but get my diseases up. Yeah, so this one's going to be not so good. The opener for Blood is like really important. But yeah, keep going here. Like with all the specs, I'm not perfect at the rotation, so it's kind of good because they're all going to be equally as bad. But yeah, for Blood, you're basically just using Death Strike to get all the death runes, so that you can just Heart Strike, which is your most damage, and obviously you want to have as many runes up as possible for dancing rune weapons, so that you can really spam your shit. Yeah, I'm around 5.7k now. I have dancing rune weapon coming up, so what we're going to do is we're just going to prep for it. Make sure everything's good. And these, and yeah, now. And this is when you're doing most of your damage. So when dancing rune runs up, it's gonna mimic everything you do. And yeah, so again, not perfect, but My Indomitable buff keeps falling off, I'm noticing, which is the tier set. You don't want that to happen. I'm also having trouble keeping my diseases up compared to the frost ones. I don't know why, I just feel like they don't last very long. But yeah, playing it quite bad. You want to get 3 stacks of Indomitable usually. Let's try again though. We're gonna have Hysteria up and Dancing Room weapon, so let's see if we can salvage this. So, okay, that. Okay. So, there you go. Part of the issue with it is keeping up the 4-piece bonus. You don't really want to be using Death Strike unless you have to. So that's kind of tough. But yeah, you can see like peak there I was like 6.3k, and then at the end it was 5.2. And yeah, the rotation itself is like there's really not much going on here. Most of your damage is melee. Hard Strike, Death Strike, Death Coil, and your 2 poisons. So 5.2. Let's try it again. But yeah, it looks like it's worse than Duel with Frost. I wonder if Unholy is a better sub-tree, but just want to show the opener again. We're going to call the DPS like 5.4k, be generous. But yeah, let's show the burst here in the beginning. I won't have Hysteria up, but everything else is up, so you'll see. Okay. Dominant level max. Alright. Now. I waited a little too long to start the combo. The damage as well. But you get the idea. If you can get a clean opener and maintain this buff and get as many hard strikes as you can in while dancing runewards up, then it is decent damage. So far, it is not as good as Frost. But it's not like it's trashed. Like 5.2k damage versus 6.1k is, you know, it's way lower, sure. 10k lower, or 1,000 damage. Yeah, lower. It's not like it's unplayable. Mind you, this build scales the most off of armor pen. It's like a warrior. You're basically just doing physical damage. So you're only gonna be able to do this build like late into the expansion. Most people are not going to want to take it. So yeah, that's Blood.